Honorable Chairperson, before you is Mr. Joseph Moyo, Senior Air Traffic Information Officer. Thank you.
Mr. Moyo, you can take your seat. Mr. Joseph Moyo, on behalf of the Chikangawa plane crash inquiry ad hoc committee, I welcome you to this testimony session. You've been summoned under Section 60, subsection 3 of the Constitution, Section 9 of the National Assembly Powers and Privileges Act, and Standing Order 151 to assist the committee in its inquiry into the circumstances surrounding the aircraft crash of 10th June 2024. Before we proceed any further, I will invite members of the committee and the Secretariat to introduce themselves, starting with the members on the right.
Good morning, Chair. My name is Beatrice Mare, and I'm a Member of Parliament for Kasungu North. Thank you, Chair.
Chair, I am George Jefferson Katspatike, Member of Parliament for Doa Kasangad's constituency, and I'm also a member of this noble committee.
Thank you very much, Chair. My name is Felix Njawala, Member of Parliament from Mwanza Central constituency, and I'm a member of this committee. Thank you.
Good morning, Chair. My name is Mphatso Jones Boti. I'm a Member of Parliament for Lilongwe Mude constituency. Thank you.
Good morning, Chair. My name is Dailes Moses Mbengo, representing the people of Ncheuzo's Mvai constituency. Thank you.
Chair, good morning. My name is Mackenzie Shpalamoto Nkwazi, representing the people of Nkatabe North. Thank you.
Good morning, Chair. I'm Gilbert Konyongwa, representing the people of Malawi North. Thank you.
And through you, Chair, my name is Dumisani Lindani, an MP for Zomba Tondwe constituency and a member of this ad hoc committee. Thank you.
Good morning, Chairperson. My name is James Mpunga, representing the people of Zomba City South constituency, and I'm a vice chairperson of this committee.
Honorable Chairperson and all honorable members of the committee, my name is Joseph Manzi. I am the Deputy Clerk of Parliament responsible for procedural services, and I'm here to lead the team of the Secretariat that is supporting this ad hoc committee on the inquiry. My colleagues are all seated on the left. I'll ask each one of them to introduce themselves.
Good morning, Honorable Chair, Tile Likoma, Parliament Secretariat. Thank you.
Good morning, Chair. My name is Patrice Nkono. I'm a consultant with the Secretariat.
Through you, Chair, I am Enles Nyale, Parliament Secretariat.
Good morning, through you, Honorable Chair, I'm Annie Kanyangalazi, Parliament Secretariat.
Honorable Chairperson and the committee, I am Charles Makalani, Parliament Secretariat. Thank you.
Good morning, through the Honorable Chairperson, I'm Opide Polepole Ali, Parliament Secretariat. Thank you.
Good morning, Chair. I am Louis Maki, Secretariat. Thank you.
And I'm Walter Nyamilando Manda, the chairman of the ad hoc committee, a member of Parliament of Sanje Southwest. Mr. Moyo, just to find out from you what language you're comfortable to engage us. English or Chichewa?
English, please.
Thank you. Just to inform you that we are live on Parliament TV and other media houses, so your audience is not just the people in this room, but the public at large. Mr. Joseph Moyo, you are the Senior Air Traffic Information Officer at Mzuzu Airport. You are here to testify on matters within your knowledge, experience, and official responsibilities concerning the provision of air traffic information services and operational coordination at Mzuzu Airport on 10th June 2024. The committee will seek to understand the operation environment within the relevant flight information immediately before and during the anticipated arrival of the Malawi Air Force aircraft carrying the late Right Honorable Vice President and the accompanying delegation, including the responsibilities and functions of the Air Traffic Information Unit in providing flight information services, coordination with aircraft, meteorological personnel, airport authorities, and other aviation stakeholders, and disseminating relevant operational information. The committee will further examine the communication systems and operational information relating to the intended flight, expected arrival procedures, flight information available to the relevant personnel, communications or coordinations undertaken concerning the aircraft, and the actions taken following the aircraft's failure to arrive as scheduled. Particular attention may be given to the coordination between the Air Traffic Information Unit and other aviation stakeholders, and to the manner in which information concerning the flight and its non-arrival was received, recorded, communicated, escalated, and acted upon. The committee may further examine and require the production of relevant documentary records maintained or available on the material day, including communication logs, flight information records, occurrence reports, duty rosters, operational records, and any documents or information that may assist in reconstructing the sequence of events and the operational circumstances surrounding the flight. You are further requested to provide any information, explanations, observations on matters within your knowledge, official responsibilities, or professional experience that may assist the committee in establishing the circumstances surrounding the flight and the subsequent crash. Mr. Moyo, I've just read the summons that were served to you. Before you respond to the summons, may I request Secretariat to administer the oath.
I, Joseph Moyo,
do solemnly swear by the Almighty God that the evidence I shall give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God.
So help me God.
Mr. Moyo, we would like you to feel at ease and make your submission. You obviously came prepared. You let us know how you want to make your submission in response to the summons. And members will ask questions afterwards, so you will not be interrupted until you finish. I open the floor to you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Chair. I know on this event I was on duty. It was on the 10th June. And the aircraft, Alpha Foxtrot 88 Mike, we call it AF 88 Mike, registration MAF Tango 03. The departed Mzuzu in the morning for Kamuzu International Airport, where they went to pick up the Vice President for the function which was to take place in Ngatabe. And then it departed Mzuzu at around 0500 for Kamuzu, and then again they departed Lilongwe with the VIP on board, and they estimated to land in Mzuzu at 08:02. That's GMT time, which is 10:02 local time. And there were 3 crew and 6 passengers, with fuel endurance of flying of 4 hours. And then this aircraft, after I was given the estimates from Kamuzu International Airport with my colleague on duty there, which was Mr. Magombo, he gave me all the estimates. And then when I was told that it is arriving at 10:02 local time, I had no communication with the aircraft. So normally when you are on duty 10 minutes before the arrival of the traffic, you have to know that you have to be in contact with the aircraft.
Point of order. Are you reading your report, or you're talking? We're just talking.
I'm reading the report and then I'm extending the.
Okay, so members, you have the report.
Yes, basically we are following up, but we found that some of the presentation is not here. So you have observed it right. We are expecting that just to go through his report and then you add up some more information.
No, he has made a decision on how to present, so you must be able to synthesize the information. If there are any questions, then we follow up. So
okay,
he's going to talk. He's talking through. Okay, he's free to do that, but there's a report, so we can try and marry the information together when we start questioning. Okay, it's just that the report has come in late, but I just wanted us to be clear so that we follow exactly how he's presenting. If there's any missing information, let's try and piece it with the report. You may proceed.
Okay, through you, Chair, if you could wish, I can just go through reading out with my report which I had on the accident, instead of maybe adding some of the other things, if it is okay with you.
It's your discretion.
Thank you. I may restart. On 10th June 2024, aircraft AF88 Mike, registration MAF TO03, type Donia 228, was inbound Mzuzu from Kamuzu International Airport with the people on board 3 crew, 6 passengers, with fuel endurance of 4 hours on takeoff at Kamuzu International Airport. And the Vice President SK Chirima of the nation was on board. AF88 Mike estimated to land in Mzuzu Airport at 08:02, which is 10:02 local. At 0750, which is 0950, I tried to establish communication with the traffic, but there was no contact. I severally tried to establish communication, but to no avail. At 0805, which is 1005 local, I called Kia Tower and the duty officer was Mr. Magombo to verify if he gave me the correct estimated time of arrival of the traffic. And he confirmed the time. Due to weather conditions at that time and with the previous experience I had in mind that they should be flying along the lake. So the aircraft, AF-88 Mike, contacted me at 1012 local and said they are at 20 nautical miles approaching the field from the north. I gave them the QFI, which is the weather, and runway in use, which was runway 17. I also gave them my observation that east, south, and west of the field visibility is 5 kilometers. And he immediately said heading a Kwendene area to see if it is clear. After 5 minutes, I tried to check position and altitude, but there was no response after another 5 minutes. I tried to call, but still no response. I therefore kept on trying to establish communication, but no avail. After 30 minutes, from my initial contact, I called Kia Tower to check if he is in contact, but he said negative. I called Karunga Tower on duty was Mr. Champare for a possible diversion again. For a possible diversion, again he said negative. And he tried to call AF-88M on the same frequency 118.1 for several times as well, but no contact. I again called Kia Tower if he had traffic to request them if they can establish communication either on 1280 or 118.1 megahertz. Two aircrafts which were 7Q, CMK, and then Ethiopia 873. Tried to call AF-88M several times, but there was no response. At around 11:00 local, Brigadier General Kandura of Malawi Air Wing called to check if the aircraft has landed, and I told him that it has not, and I have lost contact. He said as soon as I established contact, I should tell them to go back to Kia. At 11:30 local time, I called Kia Tower to check if aircraft has landed there, but still no news of its whereabouts. After that, I informed the Director of Aerodromes and Air Navigation Standards, Mr. Chisepea, and the airport manager for Kia about the situation at hand. I called other airports like Likoma, Kabafu, Vaza, and Chelinda. The aircraft was not there. At time 1120 GMT, I advised all authorities that we should activate Rescue Coordination Center and embark on a search and rescue. I called the commanding officer of Moyo Barracks, and the police commissioner North was informed about by the airport police officer in charge at that particular time, was Mr. Simango, and they should send messages on the radio to all police units and stations if they might hear news of the missing aircraft. At this time, I assumed beyond reasonable doubt that the fuel on board the aircraft has been exhausted and a possible crash was imminent. At 14:30 local time, Mr. Chisepea called me that he has received information that one of the Airtel number of the people on board is depicting around reply, around about 10 kilometers radius from the Airtel tower. At 15:15 local time, search team comprising Defense Force, Police, and Civil Aviation departed to the said area to conduct a search. On 11th June 2024, the search continued with the drones and the 2 aircrafts, 7QFMB and BUCK-05, and also the team from DCA led by the director, Mr. Dziwe, the Director General of CAA, Mr. Karua, and the Chief Executive Officer, Mr. Lungo of ADL, also joined the search at reply. At 12:10, I received a report from Mr. Chisepea that the aircraft AF-88M has been found close to Elephant Rock in Chikangawa. 7QFMB also received the information and gave me the coordinates of the area, which was 114.39 south, 03347.83 east. I later got a report from Mr. Kunga, the fire station officer of Mzuzu Airport, who was at the scene, that all people on board confirmed dead. At 12:35, 2 helicopters landed at reply to ferry the remains to Kia. And at 16:25, all bodies were flown by the helicopters to Kia. Honorable Chair, I end my presentation.
Thank you very much, Mr. Moyo. I will allow members to engage you. But before they start, let me just ask my opening question. Are you a qualified air traffic controller?
I am an aerodrome flight information officer.
So where does it rank in terms of air traffic? Are you at the bottom, at the middle, at the top?
I am at the middle.
So you're a qualified air traffic controller. That's what it means. On this,
seriously,
yeah.
The answer is I am not a qualified air traffic controller because I don't give a positive directive, or I don't have a positive control over the air traffic.
So you may need to explain that, what positive means, if you're not able to give any positive, because it has a bearing on further questions.
All right. As an aerodrome flight information air traffic officer, what we do is to issue information to aircraft flying in the aerodrome traffic zone to assist pilots in preventing the collisions. And secondly, we issue instructions and information to aircraft moving on the maneuvering area to assist pilots in preventing collisions between aircrafts and vehicles and maybe obstructions on the maneuvering area. By maneuvering area, I mean on the runway, taxiways, and on the apron. And we also inform aircrafts of essential aerodrome information. And then we also issue instructions to vehicles and persons on the maneuvering area, which I already said is to do with the runway, the taxiway, and the apron. So the air traffic controller does the same thing, but he has a command because he has to take full responsibility of notifying the aircrafts or controlling the aircrafts by giving instructions, let's say, giving the altitudes, commanding them what to do, what the traffic is at that particular time. So that's where normally the difference is. Though it is very small, but I think you can notice it.
Your mic, please. Are you suggesting that you are not able to give full services at Mzuzu Airport as an air traffic officer, particularly on this flight as well? That you were limited?
As long as I am at Mzuzu, I am not limited, because I am the aerodrome air traffic information officer. But the services that I am limited are those ones which I cannot do it at Bakiri Muluzi or at Kamuzu International.
Suffice to say, we should engage you, understanding that you were able to offer full services on this particular flight without any shortcomings.
That's correct.
Thank you for that clarification. Did you receive any weather report on this particular day? So did you receive any flight plan on this particular day?
Right. The flight plan was originated in my office on this particular day, going to Lilongwe. And then I received the flight plan from Kamuzu to Mzuzu. And the first officer filed the flight plan from Mzuzu to Kamuzu with me, and I signed for it.
Meaning to say you also received the weather report?
Whenever we have got traffic, we always receive the weather report hourly. So all the weather was available on that particular day.
Thank you. I wanted to set the scene for members to ask you questions. Okay, so I'll open the floor to members. Start with Dowa Kasangazi and then Mwanza Central.
Thank you very much, Mr. Joseph Moyo, for the presentation. As I have already indicated, I am George Jefferson Katspatige, a Member of Parliament for Dowa Kasangazi. I have a few questions for you. To begin with, when the plane was taking off in the morning of 10th June 2024, did you observe anything strange with the plane?
Honorable Kazipatike from Kasangazi, I think the question is too broad. I don't know how I can explain it. If you say anything to the plane, can you maybe be particular? Or can you be specific on what issue?
I would like to know whether there was anything strange, anything that was not proper with the plane.
I will take it this way. I am not responsible about how the plane is. My duty is to enter in my control tower, and then I have to do my duties with the pilot who is coming to file the flight plan in the control tower, and then give him the necessary information. About how the plane is, I don't know. That is the duty between the engineers and the pilots. I hope I've answered your question.
And the plane was airborne from Lilongwe to Mzuzu. You have indicated that you spoke to one of the crew members. Which one of the crew members did you speak to?
Yeah, before the departure from Lilongwe, I talked to the captain, the late Sambaropa. May his soul rest in peace.
The plane was trying to approach Mzuzu. You have indicated in your presentation that you spoke to one of the crew members?
On initial contact with the plane, I was talking to the pilot in command, who was Mr. Sambaropa.
What was the full content of your conversation with Sambaropa?
It was a normal procedure. He contacted me, as I said in my presentation, that he called me and said, I am 20 nautical miles approaching the field from the north. After that, I had to give him the weather. So I gave him the weather at that particular time of 08000, which is 1000 local. After I gave him that weather, I lost contact. We were never in contact again.
Can we be very clear there on the question that he has posed? Was it the first time for you to give him the weather? You gave him the weather as they were approaching Mzuzu? In the morning when you had the conversation with them before departure, was there a conversation? Did you give them the weather report as well?
Thank you, Chair. I think when I was answering the question from the Honorable Kazipajike, I said initially, before they departed Kamuzu for Mzuzu, he called me and I gave him the weather of Mzuzu. And then, when we were in contact again, I also gave them the weather for Mzuzu. I don't know whether I'm clear with that one.
No, very clear. Do you have the weather? You said you have attached the weather report. I haven't seen the weather report here. I wanted us to cross-check with the weather report we received yesterday. Because your report shows visibility of 5 kilometers. Yesterday, we had the visibility of 8 kilometers. I wanted us to, are you able to give us the weather report?
I will share, Honorable Chair.
But I think we need it now. It's very critical.
For sure.
Do you have it there? Can the Secretariat go and do a photocopy? We need to cross-check with what we were given yesterday and today.
All right.
Secretariat, can you try and retrieve that weather report that they have?
Point of order, Chair. Yeah, on the same issue, I just wanted to put something like a supplementary. We have to take note of the time when he contacted the pilot. This time was 0812Z, and that's what is GMT. What was the local time? Because we have to take note, because there was nobody. 10:02. So let's take note that the plane was in contact with the traffic controllers in Mzuzu by that time, because there have never been any person who has come to say, contacted them before 10. Thank you, Chair.
So, Kasungu North, that's a question you must probe, that you must take note of. You can make a follow-up question.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you, Chair.
Point of order.
Yeah.
Chair, I was proposing, with the crucial information that the witness intends to circulate, maybe if we may adjourn for maybe 10 minutes for him to circulate, was a very crucial information. Thank you.
Okay, we will adjourn, but Dr. Kasangazi still has the floor. Okay, these were just supplementary. So when we resume, I'll go straight to Dr. Kasangazi after we've gone through the weather report. Thank you. We are adjourning to receive the weather report that is being filed by the air traffic officer so that we can compare with the meteorological report we received yesterday. 10 minutes max.